Hello guys, today we are going to discuss the solution of secret language. It was a question for the Codesprint preliminary round of the beginner track. So here's the question. Raman and Saji wants to talk to each other using a secret language. They decide to create a secret language such that each letter from each word of the language would be shifted n times in the alphabet. The shifting would be cyclic if the value of n is greater than 26. You are given a string message which needs to be encrypted by shifting the letters n times, and can be positive, negative, or 0. Positive values indicate the right shifts, negative value indicates the left shifts. Given a string message and n, return the output message encrypted by the shift n. So basically they will just give us a string which is called message, and they will give an integer n, and by that value we need to shift each character. So that's the input format. First line contains a string message, and the second line gives a shift value integer n. Output format is print the message in the encrypted form. So the constraints of the questions are: message length could be between 0 and 500, and the value of n could be between negative 2 into 10 raised to 26 10 raised to 6 and positive 2 into 10 raised to 6. And it is important to note that the message contains only lowercase English letters, so the question is much easier. So let me show you some examples. Let's take the first example. The message is art, ART, and n is given to be 3. So this is our string, and if we shift a 3 times, it will become D, and if we shift R 3 times, it would become U, and if we shift T 3 times, it would become UVW. So the encryption message of art with n equal to 3 would be like DUW. It's that simple. And we need to consider about the edge cases, like when we try to shift it after Z. So imagine n equal to 5, and the given message is simply x, one character string. So if you try to shift it 2 times, it already became Z, right? Now after Z, if we shift, it becomes A, because in the question it was told that it is cyclic. So after Z, it would come to the initial part of the alphabet set, so it's A. Now we shifted 3 times, and we need to shift again to make it 2 times to make it 5. So if we shift it 2 times, it becomes C. So X could be encrypted as C with n equal to 5 because of cycling effect. And n can be negative also, so that means we need to shift leftwards or backwards. So imagine n equal to -2, and the message is cat. So when we shift C, it will become A, and when we shift A, it will become Y, because it goes back to Z and goes again to Y, that's why. And when we shift T, it will become R. So that's the encrypted version of cat with n equal to -2. And n can also be greater than 26. So since there are 26 alphabets in the alphabet set, if we shift it 26 times, it will obviously become the same character again. So for example, here we have J. Now we have n equal to 27. Imagine we shift it 26 times, and it will become J again, right? Now to make it 27, we will shift it again. So instead of shifting one entire cycle, we can simply take the mode of 27, that is 27 mod 26, which will be equal to 1, and we need to shift only once. Now to make the solution, instead of directly using the characters A to Z whose ASCII values is between 97 and 122, we will reduce them to small integers ranging from 0 to 25. A is represented by 0, Z represented by 25. So calculations will be easier. So we will subtract the character A from each character in the string, so that it will become the appropriate number, like 0 to 25. So we do this because in case that's an if the character exceeds 25, we can understand that it should be cyclically come to the initial part of the alphabet set, so we can easily take the modulus to find the right character. And if there is a negative value, it means that we need to go backside of the alphabet set, that is Z, and we need to count it back from there. So I'll show with an example. So this is the ASCII table. We only need to bother about this part of the ASCII table since we only have lowercase alphabets. So this is the algorithm. First we need to input the string, then we need to input the number by which it should be shifted. And for each character in the string, ch is equal to shift of ch comma n. Now this is a function I will define later. And after updating all the characters in the string, we simply need to print the string again. So that will be the answer. So defining the character shift takes two parameters, one character and the shift value n. So basically with this order loop, we will be considering only one character at a time. So that's what this function is about. So the first job is we need to remove the unnecessary cycles. Like if it is greater than 26, we need to find the modulus. So we take the absolute value of n to avoid negative values. Then we take modulus 26. So we will be avoiding unnecessary cycles. And we need the directions back, right? So if n is less than 0, we multiply it with -1 so that we get the directions back if it is backward or forward. Then value is equal to ch minus a. This is to reduce the ASCII value to 0 to 25. And then we add our delta value, that we actually make the shift here, value equal to value plus delta. Now if value is greater than 0, it means we can return the value a plus value mod 26. We take this value mod 26 so that in case of any in case the value exceeds z, we need to come back to a, right? That's why we take this modulus here. And to convert it back to ASCII value, we simply add this a character here. So this will return the appropriately encrypted ASCII appropriately encrypted character. And in case value is negative value, it means that we need to count back from z. So if it is -1, we need to return z, right? Before a is 0 and before a it is -1. So that means it's z. So for z, we will be returning z plus 1 plus value will be -1. So 1 plus -1 equal to 0. See, we will be returning z. I will show with another example. So imagine n equal to 30 and our word is axe. So delta will be equal to 30 mod 26, that is 4. Since it is positive, it will simply be 4. And this is the ASCII value of axe, 97, 120 and 101. So we subtract a, that is 97, from these values. So it becomes 0, 23 and 4. And we add delta to it. So now it becomes 4, 27 and 28. Now we need to return a plus value mode 26. So value mode 4 mod 26 is 4, 27 mod 26 is 1, and 8 mod 26 is 8. So we take modulo and that's what we get. And we return a plus this value. So 97 plus 4 equals 101, 97 plus 1 equals 98, and 97 plus 8 equals 105. And when we convert it back to characters, we will get them. And this is the answer. This is the encrypted version with n equal to 30. And let's try an example, the negative value. So imagine n equal to 5 and the string is boy. So we take the absolute value 5 mod 26, that's 5, and we convert it back to negative because we need the direction, that's backwards. So this is the ASCII value of BOY, that's 98, 111 and 121. And we subtract 97 from them and it becomes 1, 14 and 24. Now we add delta to it, so it becomes -4, 9, 19. So this is negative and these two are positive, so we will treat them differently. So for the negative value, we will be doing z plus 1 plus value, and for the positive values, we will be doing a plus value mod 26. So it's 121 plus 1 plus minus 4 here, and 97 plus and mod 26, and 97 plus 9 mod 97 plus 19 mod 26. So that's equal to 119, 106, 116, and we convert them back to characters. It would be WJT. So that's the answer. So now let's try to implement this in CPP or C++. So the input format is they will give a message as string and one integer as n. So this is the main function. So here first we need to declare string str and int n. We need to take them as input str. Okay, now we need to iterate through each characters in the string. So int I equal to 0, I less than str dot size I plus plus, and we need to change the update each character. So str of I equal to shift of str of I comma n, which is the shift value, and after this we need to print the string. That's it. Now we need to define this shift function we mentioned here. So it will return a character, so it is char shift, and its parameters are char again and integer value. So first we need to find the delta value, right? So int delta equal to absolute of n modulo 26, and if it is if n is less than 0, we need to make delta negative again. Delta equal to delta star minus 1. Yeah. Now we need to reduce the characters to 0 to 25. So int val equal to ch minus n, that is 97. So now we need to do the mathematics. So value equal to value plus delta. So it will do the shifting operation, and after doing that, if value greater than or equal to 0, then it's easy. Then return a plus value mod 26. Let's put that in bracket. Yeah. And if it is not greater than or equal to 0, that is if it is negative, then we need to count back from z, right? So z plus 1 plus value. See the value in, if it is negative, it won't exceed minus 26. We are sure, that's why we are not taking modulus here. So I think this should do it. Let's compile it. Yeah, sample test case successfully passed. For given ABC and given 3, it provides output DEF. Now let's submit the answer. So the code successfully worked for all the test cases. So in case you guys have any doubts, please drop it in the comments. I will try to provide this code also in the description. Thank you for watching.